Hello guys, many subscribers asking me how to unlock FRP on newer Galaxy Watch models like Galaxy Watch 7 or Galaxy Watch 8 because methods that I can provide for all the models like Watch 5, Watch 6 not working for these watches. So I'm bought Locket to FRP Galaxy Watch Fan Edition. It's some newer model, 2024 release year date, and I will show you how to unlock them because people asking, I'm answering that only one available method is ACP, and today I will show what I mean. We will use Flash64 box for this. You can use any program as it able to work with eMMC memory because in all watches, as I understand, installed only eMMC memory because so slow hardware do not need UFS memory. And let's start. I'm already disassembled these watches to make video more shorter. So give me a minute and we will start. Let's disconnect this one flat, this one flex, this one flex, and remove motherboard. Alright, it's done. Our next step, remove this protection. I will try to do this carefully. By the way, for some tests, I'm tried already to connect them to SCP, but I'm used power from USB cable because on any watch, USB connection pins you can find on motherboard. It's GND, it's plus 5 volts. Also, you're able to flash them using normal Odin if you solder to these pins. It's just for info. So from which side I started? I wanna try to remove this carefully, but seems like it's not for me. Or maybe we will have success from this side. All right, seems like okay. Nice. Let's start soldering now. Let's move to PC. Sorry, not PC, to video scope. And let's start from data pins. I will not show pinout. Everybody who wants can buy it from me, or maybe someone smarter will understand how to solder, will guess pinout, but I do not recommend to do this because you can kill your watches, so you can guess on your own risk. And friends, let's start. Let me try to remember. mistake. I removed protection not from correct side. My fault. I'm always hurry. Because I started to do it from correct side, but then I reversed side and removed protection from another side. Not so easy as I seen before, but let's try once again. Alright, let it be like this. Doesn't matter. And let's start soldering. And remind again, it's my own watches. I bought them only for this video, so I can even kill them if I want. And all right. One, two, and somewhere here, three. And here we go. Right, looks like solder it. Let's move to next pins. No, not solder it. Next one pin. Next one goes here. Seems like all right. On this side left only one pin. That's why I prefer EasyJtag for soldering, because pins on adapter placed higher than your motherboard on Flash64, and in EasyJtag they are placed on same level. One more plus for EasyJtag. I need to solder against this one pin. So now we need to reverse motherboard. Let me find some sin to place motherboard on same level as adapter. Just a second, friends. I think that would be enough. Let's solder last two pins. Let me find them. It seems like they are located somewhere here. Let me try to understand. A little bit another placing of elements, but I will try to understand how it should be. So we need to cut part of protection. It's not a problem. Let's do this. Let's try to remove. No need to cut more. try once again. And yep, seems like now alright, and we will be able to remove this part. Or maybe I will not remove totally. So let's solder. And by the way, if you need some ICP pinout for watches, you can inbox me with numbers in video descriptions. Like solder it. Let's remove a little bit iron. Right, seems like good. So let's solder this pin. and left the last one, and then we will try to connect. Let me clean a little bit. Looks like soldered. I'm not sure. Let's try to solder into box and check the So I hope nothing will be shorted. Alright guys, let's try to connect it. So let me find cable for Flash64 and connect it to PC. And by the way, I forgot to solder the main line. It's G and D. Let's do this. I hope it will solder here without any problems. Yeah, solder it. So, friends, let's run Flash64 and try to connect. I'm not sure about quality of my soldering. It's not so easy to solder in watches. For me, much easier to solder in phones. But anyway, let me connect box to PC and let's start and check. Alright, box appeared, so let's move to EMC tab. Let's scroll down VCC for 2.8. Let's loop and try to connect. And seems like nothing. Yup. Why nothing? All wires soldered. Seems like, yep, all soldered well. What's the reason of this? Let's try to increase the voltage. And what means AI connect? I do not know, but anyway, let's try to disable. Nothing detected. Let's decrease clock frequency. nothing. So we will try to resolder watches to EasyJtag. I do not know what's the reason of this issue, but as you can see, watch is not connecting. So friends, let's try to use EasyJtag locks. As you know, I'm always told that Alt is gold. Alright, let's disconnect this and move to my table. Let's close Flash64 and let's... By the way, let me try once again, because maybe adapter not plugged up to the end. It's a possible reason. By the way, maybe you hear this strange voice. Like buzzer in my EMC memory, ICP mode, in my Flash64, and it screams some loud frequency. You can hear it, maybe not. No, not connecting, so let's resolder to EasyJtag. So let's start from GND, I think. To understand how it's better to do. Right, like this. GND solder it. Now let's solder all other pins. Start from by the way, let me recheck something. Yeah, all correct. and left dirty pins. Fuck. Hope nothing damaged in my wires. Let's check this. So what we have here, both wires soldered, and on this side soldered. Let's go back to 2. Soldered and soldered. All right. Let's take EasyJtag. Carefully connect. Also need to solder once again GND. Yep, alright, and let's add this. Now I will try to check every pin. In every pin we should see some resistance, and that means that soldering performed correctly. Not correct mode. Not all right. Yep, 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 and also this one not shorted, so seems like all well. Let's move again to PC, connect EasyJtag to PC and try to connect MC memory. So guys, I was sure it will be easy walk for a few minutes, but as always, many problems and troubles. Right, JTAG booted. Let's try with default settings. And we have ICP error, unfortunately. Let's try some high power, but I'm not sure that it has some reason here. So let's try 2 degrees. Oh, yep. Need to set lower voltage and all connected. But as you remember, I tried to do this in Flash64 and other watches not perform any attempt to connect. So what we have, R861 model, firmware security patch date 2025, not so old by the way, Android 14, alright, region Ukraine, and let's remove FRP. FRP is stored in persistent partition. Let's try to attempt, yep, software detects FRP and we can close session. Now let's close the tool, and now we should desolder everything. And then we can check our watches. I hate soldering to so small CMD components. Alright, let's one by one. Done and done. Let's clean a little bit. Seems like well. Now let's desolder G&D wire. So guys, you see that I tried lower voltages, higher voltages in Flash64, and it wasn't able to connect. But with EasyJtag, all connected from first attempt. Not from first, but when I decrease the voltage, all working as well. So, as you understand, watches, you do not need to use high voltage for Galaxy watches. Alright, I will not clean this perfect, so let's desolder all rest wires and then we will check everything. And the last one pin located here. Yep. Well done. 1, 2, 3. Let's clean a little bit. Alright. So friends, let's check. I think nothing will short if I will connect without protection, so let's try this. Connected, and we can try to power. Sorry about focus. So watch is powered on. Let me zoom a little and let's check them. I was sure this will be a video for 30 minutes, but seems like it almost 1 hour. Anyway, I hope videos like this will be interesting for my subscribers or maybe some future subscribers. Let's wait for booting. I hope this will not take so much time. Yeah, we see welcome message, and let's check watch icon. Sorry, wear icon. We do not see lock pad anymore here, and that means that we able to set up watches without phone. Press long tap watch icon. Okay, I'm doing this, but don't use. Okay, let's try this. This not works. Cause friends, I do not use Samsung phones. I hate Samsung phones. And I cannot set up it without phone now, but let's try to reboot. One, two, three, four, five. Please long tap watch icon for more than 3 seconds. Okay, let's reboot them. Sometimes this happens. Turn off, then turn on, and I think from the second attempt all should work. FRP already unlocked, but now our task to set up them without Samsung device. Alright, they are almost booted, and let's try to perform one more attempt. Maybe need to try to reset them. And after this all should work, but let's try to do this without reset. Welcome, and let's hold the icon more than 3 seconds. Oh, need to stop. What does it say? Need to press with high pressure. I see something about factory resets, so let's reset them. And I think after this all should work. And it will be completed video about Galaxy Watch unlock. So let's hold to power, 2 buttons, wait for reboot, and when we see rebooting message, start tapping top button. And now let's move to recovery mode, confirm. Now we should see recovery. Yeah, recovery mode, all right, and let's select wave data factory reset, confirm, and reboot system now. Booting may take some minutes after reset. All watches based on very slow CPU. Of course, Android system also got it to force work on these slow CPUs, but in any case, watches are not fast. they are booting now, and let's try to set up. So we need to hold the icon for a few seconds to set up without phone. Let's do this. Finally, let's select language. Seems like English in the beginning of list. English Australian, all right. And now go back. Let's hold this icon. This is always annoying me. Press long tab, okay. Yeah, finally. Starting, and now we can use them without any restrictions. Yep. So let's check once again model. About watches, Watch Fun Edition and R861 model. One UI 6.0 and Wear OS version 5.0. So guys, press like if you like this video. Also remind us that you can buy ICP pinouts for Galaxy watches from me. And press like, follow channel. If somebody needs remote unlocks like user locks, FRP or network locks, you can always inbox me with number in video description. See you later, friends.